Alright, so I have a battle here for us. It's not exactly the team I was planning to use. It's pretty special heavy now that I have to do it this way. I'm going to make a copy of my opponent's team here real quick. They're using the XY game, so I can't use Mega Metagross, which is a really important core of this team. But I think I'll be okay. So now that we've made a copy of the opponent's team, let's take a look what he's bringing. Let's see, he's got a very physically defensive and physically offensive team, so it's actually okay that I brought mostly special Pokemon. I totally am going to probably enter my Vaporeon first because I don't foresee him starting with the Zapdos. And if he does, I've got ways around it, but the Vaporeon pretty much walls his entire team. I'd love to get a Scald off him pretty much anything that he wants to bring in. So I'm going to go ahead and confirm that team right there. Even though Vaporeon's on a great lead, it's more of a core. I didn't really feel comfortable bringing anyone else in as the starter. And load up the opponent's team here real quick. Alright, so like I said, I figured he'd probably go into something, one of his more aggressive mons. I want to say he's probably just going to go for the Stealth Rock, so I'm going to go for the Scald. Even if he goes for the U-turn, I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, he goes straight for the U-turn. He might go into the Slowbro or the Zapdos. Either way, I'm not too concerned. A Scald on the Zapdos won't be too bad, and a Scald on the Slowbro might get a burn. That's about the only positive I can think of there, but let's hope. Okay, so he is going to the Zapdos. The Scald should probably do about 15-25% is what I'm imagining. Closer to 15. We didn't get the burn, and he is leftovers. I'm not scared of this thing. I'm going to switch right into is this Lugia? I'm trying it. Totally forgetting his name at this moment. Magudra. Because he's my special wall, and he's not really concerned about this at all. Now, as for what he has for the Zapdos, I'm not 100% sure, but he's just got Wallet, so he's probably going to switch out. He might even just go for the Volt Switch here on my Switch. Which wouldn't be too surprising either. No, just the discharge. Well, let's hope he doesn't get the hacks. We didn't get the burn on the Scald, so I'd be really upset if he got the pair on the discharge. Of course, he got the pair on the discharge. Luckily, I have Heal Bell on my Vaporeon, so that's not huge deal. It is going to be a little bit annoying here. I don't have a great attack for this guy either, and he took that Scald from my Vaporeon pretty well. But I'm just going to go for the Draco, predicting a switch maybe. He might just stay in. No, he switched. The Draco hits pretty much everything except for... that's not bad. Alright, so that's actually did a nice chunk, so I'm glad I went for that Draco. I am going to switch out here. Obviously, I don't want to take any ice damage. Yeah, I'm going to go into my Vaporeon again. We're going to hopefully be able to get a Heal Bell off here to help with the Gudra. But that's not going to be my first priority when it comes into switching into this Vaporeon. Alright, so he switches, maybe predicting my Vaporeon. He might go, yeah, he goes back out into it. I really need my Vaporeon. I was going to say I might feel comfortable just going for that Heal Bell. But I can't really risk that again. I'm assuming he has Defog on his Zapdos, so let me take a look at what I've got on my team for him. get the knockoff and we just go for Moon Blasts. That might be. I might go into the Fable here because even if I get paralyzed, I have the heal bell on my Vaporeon, and the Clefable. What is your? And Clefable has 133 in special defense compared to the 170. So he won't take it as. He won't take it as well as my. Sorry, I'm taking so long on this move, I'm not sure. You know what, I'm going to actually go ahead and just go into the Amogus. And... what is my special defense on this guy? Yeah, I'm going to go with my original idea and just go back into the Clefable to get the knockoff on this. Because there's nothing really that's a great idea for my Clefable against this team anyways. And I would like to just get the knockoff. Yeah. He might switch here. Probably into the Caesar is probably what he's going to switch into, but I'm just going to go for the knockoff regardless. Okay, so he's probably just hoping on the para hacks here. Luckily he didn't get them, and I'm going to be glad to get those off. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and soft boil here because I'm getting pretty low. I'm hoping he doesn't. He's just going to keep discharging. Okay, I'm predicting him to switch here, but I still don't have anyone that really wants to come in on a discharge, mainly because I'm not looking to get parried. Maybe my Magnezone can come in and then turn around with a Thunderbolt, but I'm worried because as long as that Landorus is on the board, that's not really an option. So I'm going to switch back into the Goodra. Because there's nothing Zapdos has for the Goodra. Okay. He's probably going to predict the Draco Meteor again. But even then, I don't see something that he wants to come in on the Draco Meteor, so I'm just going to go for it and see how well Zapdos takes it, especially now that Zapdos doesn't have any recovery. So he's just going to go for the Roost. And of course we get the Parahacks. Okay, I'm going to go for the Draco Meteor again. Again, I want to see how much it does to the Zapdos, and he doesn't have anything else coming on it. Now, I know that I don't have to worry about the Slowbro being Mega Slowbro because he's playing on XY. So his Mega is probably going to be that Lucario, and I don't remember if that went OU or not. I'm actually going to check that here real quick. Okay, yeah, so this is what I figured he'd probably bring in on this. And it looks like we got Parahacks again. So I'm just going to go for the Fire Blast. I'll probably survive one, whatever. Yeah. Okay, so this is his Mega. You know, I'm not the most defensive Pokemon, but I think even on the defensive side... Okay, if we break through the hacks here, the Fire Blast should kill. Alright, so that's another threat out. So the Mamoswine's pretty much dead, especially if we get Stealth Rocks up, he's done. I don't have to worry that it's a Mega Lucario or anything like that. It's not going to be a Mega Slowbro. I'm glad that we finally broke through the hacks there to get that Fire Blast off. Okay. I don't think I carry the Ice Beam for this situation. But that's okay because I want to go ahead and get my Vaporeon in and get a Heal Bell off. No, Amoonguss is the safer switch here. He might just go for the U-turn, and that's fine. Yeah, he just goes for the U-turn. So that did more than I really thought it would. But if he comes into Zapdos, I'm just gonna Spore. It's been too much of a pain, and I just need it out. Okay, now he goes into this. He may double. Okay, so what are these stats here that we're looking at? Hold on, I want to see something real quick. Where's my damage calculator? I'm totally forgetting where things are here. Okay, so I'm gonna check the Amoonguss. Versus Mamoswine. Because this thing's almost dead, there's no reason for me to lose a Pokemon to it. Let's say it's that one. Yeah, okay, so he's definitely going to kill me if I don't get out of here. So I'm going to go into the Vaporeon again. He might have a Pursuit or something. No, okay. I'm not even sure if Mamoswine carries it, but it was concerned. Okay, let's hope this does less than half. So he died to the Life Orb. And he's probably going to go right back into that Zapdos, which is really annoying, but again, there's nothing I can do about it. Actually, in this case, I might go for that Heal Bell, because there's no reason not to turn Goodra, and Goodra walls it hard. I'm surprised he didn't just click the Zapdos. He's consistently seen me have to switch out on it. He goes back in the Landers. Maybe he thinks he'll kill me here. I'm just gonna go for the Wish, because I do need that health back. Okay, so he thinks he will kill. I'm hoping it'll do less than half, and he might be banded. No. Okay, and I'm gonna protect here to heal up. He might just switch on the protect. It's pretty obvious. This is probably his safest side. Yeah, his safest second pick coming to Zapdos. Now, how much does a Zapdos discharge do versus a Vaporeon? He seems, I mean, he's just bulky, so I can't tell if he's physically or special defensive. He does about 50% to 64%. But he's probably special defensive, looking at how much that's altered. But now that I'm back to full health or whatever, I'm going to go back into Goodra. He may predict this and switch as well. But the Parahax isn't that huge of a hit on my Goodra. No, he's just going to go for the discharge. And again, we're going to just go for that Draco. We've kind of lost the, what's the word I want to say? The surprise in our Fire Blast after we've taken on the Caesar, so he's probably not going to bring in the Lucario on it or anything like that. He might have the Empire Ice here. It looks like he might have been saving it for this. Yeah, it looks like he's done. Oh, and he got a crit. And of course we got the parallax. Okay. If he's going for the hidden power ice, I want to switch into my Magnezone. But if he goes into that Landorus, I'm kind of screwed. I'm gonna have to throw something away. No, I'm gonna stay in with Goodra here because this is his only special attacker, and I need to make as much damage on it as I can. Okay, so that's how much the Draco does. Okay, it's taken a long time to see how much it does. There's not really a point to set up the Stealth Rocks at this point. I guess at this point I just let... I'm gonna go for Sludge Bombs to avoid miss and maybe possibly get some more residual damage on this guy, because there's no reason at this point to save Goodra. I hate to throw away a Pokemon like that. We do get the residual damage, good. I'm gonna go for one last Draco, because I think I'm only gonna get like one more attack off. He's probably just gonna roost again. I can't imagine him wanting to lose this guy. Which might be safe to bring in. I'm just gonna keep Draco in because he's gonna try to take me out. I got a Parallax. Okay. I still predict him to probably go for the hidden power. But I'm gonna go for the Draco Meteor because if it hits, we might kill. Alright, we're gonna mark Goodra out. Goodra put up a good fight though. Okay, now that Goodra's off the field, I think I can come in and just clean up with Kyurem. So I'm just going to come in with Kyurem. I feel pretty safe, even if he switches into something that can take the Ice Beam, I feel safe going for the Ice Beam anyways. Alright, there we go. So we finally got this out of the way. Now that this is out of the way, I don't think there's anything on his team that's going to stop us. He's probably, I want to say, predicting he's going to go into the Lucario, at which point I think I can just, what is the speed on Lucario again? We just looked him up. 90, so he matches the speed on my, that's a speed roll. I don't know if I want to take that speed roll. Yeah, so he goes into this as I thought he would. Actually my speed is faster, so as long as he isn't, let me make sure I'm max speed on this guy first before I just take that assumption. 147. That doesn't really tell me his nature. I'm gonna assume I'm max speed and just go for the Earth Power. Decisively losing. Yeah, okay, here we go. Like I said, I think Expert Belt Kyurem's gonna just clean up the match here. Because all he has left is the Landorus and the Slowbro. And then Ice Beam on the Landorus here. So that sucks because I would have the terrible on the Fusion Bolt is a physical attack when we go into that Slowbro. But I'm just gonna go for the, okay. Let's see how much the Stone Edge does. If you'd gotten a crit there, he definitely would have taken care of him out. Okay, instead of switching and trying to play some type of game here, I'm just, even though I'm intimidated, I'm going to go for the Fusion Bolt on the Slowbro. And I like his name on the Slowbro. Obviously didn't do as much as I would have liked, and I think this Scald, I don't know, it's resisted. Yeah, I didn't think that Scald was going to take us out, but if he gets the, no, not even the burn. I'm going to go for the Fusion Bolt again, there's no reason not to. Alright, the safest bet is to just go into Magna Zone here and go for the Choice Specs Thunderbolt. And clean up. I'm gonna mark Karam off the board real quick. There he is. Okay. Going to the Magna Zone for that cleanup. And that should just finish him off. Alright, good game, Nate. Unfortunately, I didn't get to practice team as much as I wanted because it was an XY battle, but we actually ended up using a lot of the core that I wanted to practice out. The table didn't make as much of a show as I was hoping, but it went really well. I'm going to save that battle as well just in case he wants it. As soon as that's done saving, we'll go ahead and get out of here. Alright, see you guys.